Now, the Israel-Hamas war has reached its 58th day now. After the truce between both the sides expired, Israel resumed its ground offense against Hamas in Gaza. The Israeli military has said that its ground forces were operating against Hamas across the Gaza Strip. The Israeli military also ordered people to evacuate some areas in and near the city. Speaking about the ground offensive, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that they will continue the war until all goals are achieved. Meanwhile, the Palestinian death toll since October 7th has crossed the 15,000 mark, while the death toll in Israel is at 1,200. So, of course, this is the latest that we are tracking for you. Major Mohammad Ali Shah, defense expert, joins us on the broadcast. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for joining in on NewsX. Now, of course, Israel is expanding its ground offense. In the middle, when there was a temporary truce, we thought things had become slightly more, stable. There was a bit of relief, but again, now we have the Israel now expanding its ground offenses. So, what do you make of this?
See, Israel's top domestic security official, Ronen Bar, he had said that Israel is determined to eliminate Hamas from around the world, wherever they are, even if it takes years. So the very fact is, Israel is after Hamas. Hamas has got over 40,000 foot soldiers, and their leadership, their decision makers, their directors, their generals, they are all abroad sitting in other countries. So like, for example, Qatar. Now, it's very, very difficult for Israel to actually finish Hamas, but the very fact is a lot of innocent people are losing their life. That's the problem, I support humanity. It's not about Israel or Palestine. Hamas is a terrorist organization. They have been banned, they've been declared as a terrorist by the UN, by US, by Israel, by various other countries as well. Now, the very fact, wherever there is a casualty on innocent civilians. Like, for example, even Israel, what Hamas did on 7th of October was very, very wrong and condemnable, and not just condemnable, but action has to be taken on them, yes. But I do not see it as, for getting after Hamas, you have to take the lives of innocent civilians. Over 15,000, and still counting. People from Gaza, they lost their lives, in fact, in the heavy bombardment and shelling. And ever since the truce ended, the ceasefire ended, ever since then, again, there have been many people, again, who have lost their lives from Palestinians from Gaza. So the very fact is close to 100 and something, I don't know the exact figures, but still counting. So the very fact is, wherever innocent people, women, children, elderly, civilian men, when they suffer, who have nothing to do with the war at all, who love peace, be it what Hamas did with Israel on 7th October, be it what Israel is doing right now on Gaza, on the pretext of finishing Hamas. So that is something which is very, very disturbing, where innocents have to lose their lives and they have to lose their homes and their families. The very fact that Israel had called out that people who ship from North Gaza to South Gaza will get humanitarian aid, they will get ration, they'll get medical aid. So it's a basic common thing. Why we go across the 7 seas for employment, for thriving in life, for doing better. Here it's a question of survival. Here obviously they will vacate that place and they will go because they're getting aids. But some people would say, no, we will not leave this land, we will die here. I mean, it is something where humanity is actually suffering from both the ends. And a war which has gone on for about 100 years, I don't see it ending now. I had analyzed this earlier that even if the ceasefire ends, and what is going to be the solution? Well, India has always supported the two-state solution. The very fact is now, even if the two-state solution is worked out, the very fact is there's so much of hatred that has come on, it takes more than 3 generations to forget when there is a heavy killing from either side, when you have lost your near and dear ones. Unfortunately, it's very, very sad. So the very fact is, a war which started because of land between the Palestinians and the Jews, that has converted into a communal clash, a communal war of religions, of Jews versus the Arabs versus the Muslims. So now I would like to ask one more thing. Now, around the Gaza Strip, all the neighboring Islamic countries who say that they support Gaza, they support Palestine. Fine. When Israel was bombarding Gaza, why had they closed the borders for them? Actions speak louder than words. They should have permitted them. Where will those poor people go? Where will they go? I mean, there's nothing left for them. They will die over there. The other countries should have given them refuge, but they had closed their borders. The OIC, the Organization of Islamic Countries, are also unfortunately not on the same page. They were to have a meeting in two phases, but because of them not being on the same page, they had to wind it up in one single meeting itself, and they're not on the same page. So the very fact is, even Kamala Harris, for that matter, she's given a statement that while America supports Israel and America has taken up a very good stand.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.